changes and jungle adjustments, we're just getting the same shit that we got in 2025. It's just Xin Zhao and Wukong. Where's my Aatrox jungle? Over this Talia and Misfortune, who are way more, at least Misfortune is far more ult dependent, and Talia's just kind of bursty. Yunar and Azir, because we're going to be looking very closely at how well LGD can try and blow this game wide open, because that is going to be when they are strongest. However, EDG find a pocket where Xiaoya is unprotected under the bot lane and looking very submissible and diveable. That is first blood. To pull up the ability names and be like, okay, what does this do? What is this called? What is this called? Hang on, Xiaohao. They're looking for a pick from LGD, but it's Perukia that goes in, punts away Tongyuan because he got stunned on the Unraveled Earth, and the bullet time rips that cow to shred. Perukia is able to get away, but he can't say the same about Angel and Leave. They got caught out, and that's the fate of Warfare secured by LGD.
Over to LGD, right before those one item spikes, the timer that we said they needed to play on Rafa, they find their moment, and now they are going to get their third objective of the game, and those 3 kills as a top lane 1v1 is ensuing, though.
ZDZ hits him with a W and pulls Sasa back. Sasa still has a leap strike and a flash. Finally uses it, but Xiaohao is right there to follow up with his own. The Crescent Guard gives him a little bit of reprieve, and the rest of EDG get out alive.
Yeah, Xiaohao managing to just create that tiny bit of distance, enough to where the turret shot not going to come through. And now YCX is completely alone on the top side, but there's no wave. I don't think you can dive the Leona, but you know, knock him out a little bit, and that basically is the next best thing. You don't get the gold, but you give yourself a numbers advantage, and EDG going to respect that, not contest. And again, another objective just owned here from LGD as Angel.
Oh, Angel was waiting. Tongyuan still has a flash. Is he not going to pop it?
I actually think that was smart not to pop it. I mean, you've got... No, it certainly isn't. I mean, these dragons are going to cheat that gold difference just a little bit because you know, have stats. You have gold stats, basically, as... Ooh, hang on, Xiaohao.
Nice knock-up setup from Perukia. He pops his ultimate, gets the damage reduction. Flash from YCX. Here comes the TP. Oh, God! No! ZDZ just gets blown to smithereens. No chance to do anything in that fight. LGD are able to deal with that threat easily. Angel tries to slide over the wall and flashes away before Sasa could hit him with that Counter-Strike stun. LGD burn a ton of flashes from the side of EDG, but now they're going to look to turn this dragon and convert it into a 3-dragon lead. Xiaohao gets vision. Thanks to that wind, becomes lightning over the wall. Can try and use the Audacious Charge to get in there. Perukia tries to step up, create some space for Leave. Angel Xiaohao steals it! He secures the first dragon of the game for EDG, and Leave is just ready to take over this fight, but he gets too close to the sun and burns himself alive. It's all up to Xiaohao. Is he the only full health member? He flashes over the seismic shove. Look at Xiaohao go, but he's in a 1v3. Not even Thanos could turn this fight around, but he's gonna die his damnedest, but it's not enough. The 5-0 Zins. Xiaohao is going to keep it leashed up. 6k HP so far. Hong has to get back into the pit to make sure that they do not let this go away for free. YCX tries to force the engage, but he's really far from the rest of the team. He gets blasted. ZDZ trying to buy some space as Xiaohao pops the Crescent Guard. Good Emperor's Wall from Angel tries to create space, but Tongyuan is cutting off the retreat route. ZDZ with the Grim Deliverance, not enough damage. Leave and Angel, it's all up to them, but it's a 1v3. And the Shuriman Emperor stands alone under the tower. It's going to force LGD back. Hong's still alive, so he can secure the Angel for himself, and he goes back in, and he sends Angel back to the fountain. LGD pick up the ace at 20. Given another free 5 minutes to scale on up.
They can, and they're going to have to make the most of it. I mean, you can't really fight for this soul point, kind of like a farewell to your chances, especially with the Baron coming up in about a minute and a half as well. You get caught out as an EDG out if you're not able to, you know, sustain doing that. You're getting rocks chucked at your faces. Some bullets are raining from the sky. These things are just flying into your face if you're Angel. And so that wave clear, it just doesn't feel sustainable long term at this point. As Angel...
He goes Zonya's, or the Seeker stasis just in time to block out the Solar Flare. Perukia pops the ultimate, flashing away from what could have been another CC chain from the side of LGD. Decent tools already expended by EDG. LGD just might think about Rip the Baron here.
And Teleport from Angel, he's gonna really have to try and get this kill because they are investing a lot. They're actually investing 3 members, Rafa. They're giving up the Baron for this.
Yep, they just said, you know what, let's just take a free kill and deny Sasa any ability to push the wave even further. That is the Baron awarded to LG.
Keep on that pressure with bot lane, forces EDG to abandon that top side, and now it might be them really just rubbing it in their faces. Perukia is completely isolated.
He was trying to ward off for Angel, but unfortunately, Angel doesn't have enough mana to make his own escape. Leave doing a decent job in chunking out Hong's health bar. It did cost Perukia a majority of his own health, but he did not burn the ultimate since he didn't even have it available to use. But one thing I want to point out, Quacks, these fights are going to be even harder for EDG. The fact that, yes, they're about to spike on these 3 items, which is great for the champions, you have to cut through massive damage coming out from the Xiaoya Misfortune. And ZDZ now going to get caught out of the side lane as he committed his life to make sure that he could get some extra global gold in taking that tier 1 turret. But that is 1 member gone for EDG, and that could be important for LGD to make this siege.
And that just perfectly segues into what LGD want to do, right? You've got Sasa on the top side. You've got Nose ahead to be able to match him in that side lane. All of the rest of EDG are basically relegated to clearing out these Baron-empowered minions in mid. So the Jax just gets free reign of another lane. They'll get another tier 2, and it just means that the walls continue to close in. The grip continues to squeeze the air out of EDG's windpipe, Rafa, in game number 1.
Oh, and Leave is forced to flash. Just good seismic shove from Tong Yuen, forcing that critical summon to spell out of the AD carry for EDG. Angel was thinking about maybe looking for a fancy shuffle, but they've got to deal with the waves pushing in from the left side. Sasa and Hong take out an inhibitor without any contest.
It's not just the tier 2. They just break open the base. Now supers are going to be spawning. They can wrap around here when the next minion wave does crash. They're going to think better of it, though. You've got that dragon up in less than a minute, so you want to be spending all of this gold because, I mean, LGD, you have to be thinking EDG are on their last legs. This dragon could be and likely will be their last stand, so you want to be outfitted with as much cool stuff from the shopkeeper as possible.
Wait, if EDG can find LGD members, they haven't spent any of their gold. That gold lead isn't actually fake. CDZ gets a pick on the Tong Yuen. He still has a flash. Is he going to burn it anytime? No! The wind becomes lightning is the first one that pierces him. ZDZ now goes into the Grim Deliverance and has the passive fully stacked up. This is a massive throw from EDG, or LGD, I should say, if they cannot clean up this fight. Hong trying to see if he can get back into the fight and look for an angle. Cyclone was already expended. Bullet Time tries to rip through. Xiao Hao already expended a third of his HP. Flashing over
so tanky!
It's a massive knockup, and Angel just can't get the job done. Leave was already taken out of the fight. EDG thought they had a window, but LGD proved that they are too powerful to deal with. You can see it in Xiao Hao's face. The look of disappointment and frustration. LGD wiped the floor with them.
And LGD building up to this all game long. Finally, when EDG have the 3 item spikes, when their champions are at their best, it is LGD who demolish them, put them in the dirt, and say, despite you getting those item spikes, we just win. We've got the gold. We'll slap you with our wallets, and we'll slap you across the face in game number 1.
Pimp slap style, baby. LGD take the 4th dragon of the game. Hextech Soul on their side. And LGD are going to ride this minion wave into the base. 13 seconds on Perukia, 3 seconds on Xiao Hao. CDZ just spawning now. Looks like it might be enough for LGD to reconsider whether they want to go for the game-winning push right now, as Angel does erect a Shuriman statue to try and hold out for a Hail Mary. Perukia, knock up onto 2. Tong Yuen goes golden. YCX pushed to the side. Angel tries to create space with the Emperor's Divide once again. Hong is pushed back. They're kiting this monkey out. Hong is going to get dropped. He still has a GA though. Perukia just keeping Sasa out of the fight. Angel has got to do everything he can, but it's just not enough. Xiao Hao, once again, the last man standing, but dies upon impact, dashing through the unraveled earth, and it's game 1 going over to LGD.
Such a good game from Hong, from Tong Yuen.
Roll, baby! We are getting Malphite Jungle from Xiao Hao. I'm so ready. You would never, ever see me that excited for a Malphite in any...
Turtle, now he's what? A boar, as Hold on,
Yep,
Hung is
Iron
here.
Boar stance. Hey, we called it. Hong says, hey, I'm level 3, and Leave, you are pushed way too far for my liking. Leave has got nowhere to go, and he knows that there is no chance in getting out, even with a flash.
Where they will actually be able to react to the grubs on that top side.
Yep. It's just really good timing from LGD. And Vi has some weaknesses when it comes to jungle clears and whatnot. Single target objectives is not one of them because she does max health damage and she shreds those dragons very easily. Sasa in a world of trouble though. Perukia gonna start off the dive here. And yeah, that was pretty crystal clean from the EDG side. That's a kill going over to Leaves Varus.
And honestly, a little bit unfortunate there for Sasa. He used the Awakened Phoenix stance, so he didn't have the ability to fight back by empowering.
Then later, Hong has wrapped around, but he is caught out on vision, and Perukia is playing it cool. Wait. They're laying the trap. Hong thinks that he's behind enemy lines unspotted, but surprise! It's a trap card laid down by EDG, and Hong is caught out right before the grubs.
Hung was like, I'm going to just run it back. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Leave is never going to suspect that I am actually on the flow. Oh, wait, Leave actually suspected it as, yeah, the play, the wraparound that Hung was looking for on this Vi just completely falls flat. EDG now going to get all 3 grubs, which is an improvement over what we saw in last game where LGD owned both of the first 2 objectives to spawn. Now, it's just 1 split apiece.
EDG, this time, having a huge swing on their side in this second game.
And you could see they are just starting up the dragon. EDG have kind of dissipated, aren't fully together here on this bot side fight. Can Xiaohao get a steal, though, is the question.
He ults
Oh my god, he got it again!
Dragon! Oh my god, Xiaohao comes in! Shockwave on top of the Magnet Storm! Not too much damage for the side of EDG. It's gonna be up to the rest of the members to follow on up. The flash in! He's into the pit! Leave is trying to lay down arrows as fast as possible! Xiaoya is forced to flash out of the pit! Absolute chaos in the bottom river! And it's EDG that come up on top! And Ace! And you know what? LGD, try and steal this from us. We dare you.
I don't think anyone's getting revenge on the Smite this time, but Hung maybe wants to get revenge after the fact. YCX?
YCX does find 2 with the Pop Blossom. Angel caught out. The Shockwave stalls it out, and Hong just can't get enough damage into the backline. And CDC is now looking for Xiaoya. Dodges out in the Unstoppable Force, but Xiaohao is hot on his trails, gets knocked up by the Natofo strikes, and it's a completely different story in the second game of the series. It's EDG running the show this time.
I mean, EDG, they're running the show. They've got control of the reviews. This production.
If there's any single member that steps up to Leave and doesn't stop him from auto-attacking, he just is going to shred you in a matter of seconds.
Really good game so far from Leave, but you got to remember, it is off the back of just such a beautiful sequence of events from the top side in that second dragon fight. LGD now really going to struggle, I feel, to get back into this game. Tung Yuan and Heng, we said they were the guys that needed to step up in this game. When you've got the Vi, when you've got the Akali, it makes it really easy to single out one particular member. How to build Malphite, you know, he's locked into this Sunfire and this Thornmail, duo. First 2 items, but Hung has access to the Malphite in the next game, and maybe he is more in line with you, as it doesn't look like he's in line anymore. He's just going to be taken out of line silently. Another kill over to EDG like that.
Yep, and now it's almost
when it's a 5v5, LGD are just out of their element. They specialize in single target damage with this mid-jungle combo, and you're never going to single out any of these EDG members. As you can see, they've all gravitated toward the bot side and are starting up this Otacon.
Otacon hasn't broken the leash circle yet. ZDZ walks completely around and looking to cut off the LGD members from their escape path. Xiaohao already using the Unstoppable Force just to get on Xiaoya's tail. YCX looks for the backline with that Pop Blossom. Hong right on top of Angel as well. The rest of the backline trying to do what they can, but Leave is just firing one arrow after another and shreds LGD's divers before they can get the job done. And Tong Yuan is forced to flee. The Otacon belongs to EDG.
Yeah, Leave survives all of the pressure that LGD attempt to put onto him. He had both summoners, and he just dances around that corridor in the jungle. It just goes to show how desperate LGD are to get one kill back. If they're not able to assassinate the ADC mark, that is a very bad sign.
And it might just be too late now that he's picked up a wit's end, so Tong Yuan's damage is going to be very minimal. And good night, Sasa. You're getting a piece of the rock show right now. Xiao Hao giving him the clap. 1, 2, 3. Down goes he. Sasa, I should say.
Their stability, their ability to be really consistent, be able to play around bot lane, and overall just have resources and have enough stuff in the tank whenever the situation called for it. And now, you've got this bot lane with a lot more firepower. I think Leave is definitely an AD carry that brings that to the table. And this consistency comes through to set up so many of these plays that are possible for Leave to make when they are ahead in the early game.
Out some time, because like we said before, the ultimate win con for LGD to get back in the game is to stall for Xiaoya to get enough items. However, Hong is about to get the same treatment that Perukia just got. All out from ZDZ brings him into the waiting arms of EDG, and without a jungler on the side of LGD, there is no way
I can realistically do. Maybe they trade a tower on that bot side. You can see that Tong Yuan is looking to maybe get some gold, but that is just going to be at best a participation award. And now Sasa is just completely caught out.
Yeah, the shockwave already expended there. They are taking a while to kill this guy because he is casting multiple uses of that shield stance. But this point and closest chance of trying to turn around a fight, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Right, this is the exact dilemma that we ran into for game number 1. We kept remarking how EDG, they'll spike at 3 items. That is really their moment. But when they got there, it felt like it was just too late. I feel like we're kind of at a similar crossroads now where EDG have just accomplished so much in the 26.5 minutes that this game has been going on. They have been so dominant in their control of Summoner's Rift that LGD, you're hitting these spikes. That's great and all. But I feel like it is also too late now to really do anything, but you're going to have to eventually test it out and fight as EDG are continuing to just put pressure now onto your base.
Double cannon minions empowered by the Baron buff. Shockwave hits 2. Xiaoya already chunked. The YCX Pop Blossom goes for the counter engage onto Angel, but they just can't get the job done. Tong Yuan tries to go in with the perfect execution, but Xiao Hao's already eliminated Xiaoya from the play. He's about to get a double kill for himself. Leaf picks up the double in the end, and EDG wipe the floor with LGD, pick up the ace at 27 minutes, and now they will award themselves game 2 and push us to game 3.
And it was the EDG top side that started this train of dominance in the game from that early dragon fight. They got this under their thumb, and now it'll be the top side to blow up this Nexus to take us to game 3. A beautiful display of the Malphite jungle. This is what you wanted to take a look at with this character. All of you probably.
It's a little bit of the same flavor that EDG just played in game 2.
Yeah, it is very similar, but Leave particularly is going to be getting his hands on the Kai'Sa.
Ong does finish his full clear on the bottom side, and he has the push from LGD's bot lane, so that he should be able to... Wait, Perukia has snuck around. He's going to show up mid lane at level 2. These are the crazy roams that I've come to know and love about Perukia ever since his debut in Split 3, and Angel doesn't even die. Early on, he does shrug off a bit of damage, and YCX is forced to drop the turret aggro for now, but they can easily reset it. They still have 2 more minions to play around. Unstoppable already used off of the Pathmaker. Hong flashes in, hits him back into the turret, and YCX is the one that gets the kill credit.
Maneuvering Xiaoya around these skirmishes so that he gets maximum opportunities to get that cash out.
True. Equalizer from this Nico, he's only level 5. They managed to secure 1 grub for themselves on the side of EDG. LGD is trying to do their best to get the rest of them for themselves.
The last one resets, and now it's really just anyone's game. Again, all of those ultimates are available for EDG. How are they going to pull the trigger, though? And when?
Angel Shockwave doesn't land. 2-man Shockwave onto Xiao Hao, and Perukia and the unstoppable force is used, but he goes down. The rock monster is taken out of the fight, and LGD are going to rout off ZDZ from the rest of EDG because he's got no backup waiting for him. LGD swing big and get a big fight at 8 minutes into the game.
And crucially, Xiaoman finds it onto the Malphite, and they just instantly lose 2 members. ZDZ is completely caught out, and all of the gold is... Sasa's just dead! Whoa!
Well, Leave just got a solo kill on Sasa. I'm not sure how that happened, but I see a killer instinct used. Pop Blossom there, but taken out of the fight easily. Xiao Hao kind of forced to just use his ultimate as soon as possible.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, he's going to use the unstoppable force on the Sasa, trying to cut him off before he gets to that blast cone, knocks him over. I mean, Sasa's still on the wrong side of the map here, but he is out of danger for now. But he's not going to be long for this world. He's looking for another blast cone to try and delay as much time as possible. Takes the blast cone over to Angel's side. And at this point, Sasa is just really wasting a lot of EDG's time, but it is a kill in the end for the squad.
Yeah, I mean, look what is happening on the other side of the map. LGD get their second dragon. They've completely zoned off EDG's bot lane. From this bot lane tower, a lot of these plates are going to go over to crucial members, that being the Jace.
Turret now, so anytime that LGD want to expend multiple members in diving this structure, EDG are going to have to invest more resources just to defend it, which they're trying to do right now, killing the entire minion wave before LGD can knock them out. Shockwave on the 3 once again. The death charge rips apart EDG, and Xiao Hao still has unstoppable force, but he's going to die with the ultimate in his back pocket. EDG, it's not the second game of the series story that we were
to play. And I just really struggle to, find a way where they can actually navigate this now. Sasa might find a difficult way to navigate out of this.
The placement of that ball shockwave from Angel allows Sasa to still be scooped up even after the flash. Xiao Hao did have to commit his ultimate as well to guarantee the kill, but EDG are going to get a little bit of gold for themselves on the bottom side of the map between Sasa's death as well as this turret, but it does mean that LGD gets a free Rift Herald. Wait, did they just spawn it?
Yeah, he just spawned it right out of the gate. I don't know if that was a misclick or if that was intentional, but the Herald, I don't believe it's going to actually kill it. Okay, it pseudo kills it. Left it on 1 HP, kind of like that dragon in game number 2. Xiaoya is going to be able to, claim that. And now, Vision actually equate to a winning position, I feel like, is the question.
True. Oh, Shockwave does clip Perukia, but he uses the Proto Belt just to get out of harm's way. LGD just doing their due diligence in securing vision control on this bottom side of the map. This will be the 3rd dragon of the game going their way, and with it being a Mountain Soul teleport, that is one that EDG would love to have. No way that Xiao Hao can get in range to steal it because he's too far away. Dredgeline to snag Perukia, trying to stop him from being able to find a Pop Blossom and force the fight on their side. Equalizer slows down the engage from EDG. ZDZ, Xiao Hao right on top, the Shockwave, the Pop Blossom, the Wombo combo from EDG. Do they have enough damage? It's a lot of CC coming through, and Leave finally gets the job done as he brings out the mop and sweeps them all under the rug. That's dual power for EDG star carry.
And EDG, I dare you to walk into us as a Malphite, as a Nico, and as a Kaisa. We want you to engage into us as that Otacon is just being burned away. LGD actually can't do anything. They can't walk up.
Yeah, LGD, I mean, it would have to rely on YCX to make the engage or be the one to face tank all the damage. Shockwave clips one into Perukia. Equalizer kind of goes wide. Knockup from the depth charge only hits 2, and EDG just saying, that's 1, 2, 3 tools gone. Tongyuan does blow up Perukia, so there's no Pop Blossom available, but Xiao Hao is waiting for the right moment to use the unstoppable force. He's down below 50% HP. Has to be careful. The rest of EDG are starting to walk this one back. Leave is starting to channel the recall. Looks like EDG are just going to call off the fight for now and get ready for the Mountain Soul instead.
They're going to be using this to try and push the mid lane wave.
Going to do everything they can to try and deny Mountain Soul away from LGD. The question is, do LGD want to play for it? Do they want to bet their entire game off of this dragon? They can't get into the pit, but they're trying to posture in a way that denies EDG a safe route back to mid lane to see if they can get any meaningful damage onto the tier 2 turret, but the rest of EDG have already circled around to the safety through their jungle, and there's nothing else that LGD can get done. Oh, Shockwave clips him, and that's just easy follow-up for EDG, finding Hong in the middle of the jungle.
Yeah, Hung goes down. He doesn't even have time to...
Tense here in this game 3. EDG going for one pick after another.
Oh, no,
YCX! Oh, no. Down goes YCX. He's going to be gone from seminary. Everybody wants to be my... And Angel with the shockwave once again, placing it so that even Tong Yuen with the flash still gets clipped by it. These shockwave placements have been immaculate from Angel this game, Quacks. And now EDG, off the back of 2 successful picks, that's going to even be more jungle control that they can forcefully establish.
Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be. It's just.
Xiaohao is able to put his spin on it. Maybe not the sauciest with the build, but you know what? It is effective. Xiaohao gets caught by the shockwave, forced to use an unstoppable force as the death charge was coming. That's one major engage tool already burned by EDG star jungler there. They're going to have to rely on Pop Blossom to find a re-engage since Angel Shockwave was also used in the fight. LGD trying to pressure EDG off of the dragon, but Xiaohao is healthy enough that he's going to try to burn it down with the power of these Ws and these claps and the seismic slams. ZDZ is caught by the dredge line, but he's way too tanky. And despite not having unstoppable force, Xiaohao still has it. Perugia! 3-man Pop Blossom right on the top. Xiaohao trying to follow on top and leave. Finds Xiaoya. That's the marksman gone for LGD. And one by one, they begin to drop. Hong is the only member left standing, and EDG are about to barrel down the mid lane.
And who needs a shockwave? Who needs an unstoppable force? It's a Pop Blossom from Perugia, the EDG project of 2025, the man who came in by Perugia. You can see that there is the Zhonya's for Angel. They are drafting for this last fight, this next fight, to be their last, because they know if they win, it'll close the game. Look at Leaf. He just goes forward without fear.
Oh my god, Leaf with the Void Seeker just sniped Hong in the back, and even the hammer knocked him out of Tong Yuen's own shockwave. Unfortunate, coincidental. I don't even know if that was planned or not, but just not the series of events that LGD were hoping to see, and everything has fallen apart here at 30 minutes for LGD. Meanwhile, EDG are on the victory march, 6,000 gold ahead, pushing through with 2 Baron-empowered cannon minions on their side.
They're going to keep knocking at the door of LGD. They bust it open. Tower gone. Inhibitor likely to follow. There's also the wave crashing in mid, so they might be just looking for a double inhibitor here. They have to be careful, though. If they overstay their welcome, if they give an opening to LGD, they could turn it around. And there is a dragon in a little less than 2 minutes, so they probably back off after this inhibitor, spend their gold, and get ready for another fight that they're set up to win at this point, Rafa. They're super far ahead, and they've got the turrets. Like, Xiaohao can just use his ultimate to go forward. Angel can find a shockwave. The damage that the Baron in about 40 seconds. LGD are actually making their way into the topside river. They have cleared out this mid lane wave, so they could fight for it.
Oh boy.
Maybe not.
Well, Hong, you have been chosen, my friend, to die. Shockwave pulls him out of the sky. Xiaoya tries to flash away and is limping at the best pace possible. EDG are going to make short work of that Draven. And with 2 members gone, I think that's enough for EDG to put an end to this series. They're going to use 2 minions to try and push in. Xiaohao is willing to tank the turret shots just for their push, but LGD are able to kill it thanks to the power of that equalizer. But another minion wave is coming in soon, Quacks, and this is the final nail in the coffin for LGD.
I mean, Hong comes up in about 10 seconds. Xiaoya in about 20, but I don't think it's going to be enough time. You don't have that time. EDG are going in for one last fight.
Perugia throws out the Pop Blossom. Sasa and YCX doing everything they can to defend the last structures of their base. Hong comes back from the grave, gets clipped by the shockwave. Slow down. Leave is going to fire everything into his back. And then
more to prove in this matchup.
Oh man, who has more to prove? I'm going to have to say LNG has more to prove, because if we
He
saw
doesn't play around, he's going to make sure that that advantage is going to go to his team every single time. Junjia, he's sniffing it out. He knows exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
He's peeking. I don't think team fight of the day. Let's see how they jump into it.
Yup, Alistar going to be able to make it back with the teleport, so all eyes on that. Gula's going to have to work with the HP he's got. Does heal up from the spell shield. And yeah, they're going to scrap here, man.
All right, the Tally's coming into play with the slow right now. The TP's coming in as well. Void Grubs going down. LNG, they're looking like they're going to want to go in.
Alistar. First blood.
There we go. All right, Xiao Zhu, he's going to be running for his life right now. The Rumble's going to be right behind him, just putting the flames to his back. Here goes the Wukong. Malphite's going to be able to clear up the Void Grubs, and Bulldog just barely gets out of there. Not really. Junjia's going to chase him down. He's going to go ahead and solidify this kill. Big advantage for JDG. If he could finish it, there you go. 320 in the bank.
Yeah, Junjia says, just come here, man. Deleting you in a second. That is just such a powerful ability. This composition, as a matter of fact, I'd love to praise JDG.
Yeah, the dive is going to go in. Wukong, he's swinging around, putting as much damage as he can. Hongq goes down. The Drake is going to be initiated as well. The HP is going to be back, but that one down from Hongq is going to be big. Talia not being there to offer in the crowd control and the support for the teammates. That's going to be a big L. But more pings are happening in Bot River right now. As Cassante, he's on an island by himself.
The Ari ulting in as well, and they blew him up, but unfortunately investing both of those spells, they get the kill, they get the gold. That's going to get them somewhere, but you just can't really enter this river either way with this Malphite, can you? I mean, Wukong has nowhere near a Triforce, and this Malphite is well online, and we've seen what this champion's capable of, so understandable that that's JDG. I think that they could get themselves the first blood tower if Talia doesn't get it for herself just now. Wukong doesn't want her to get out here, of course. He should be dead here. He should be absolutely dead here.
Hongq cut out on an island. Croco put in BTA. Slapping him. Gets the kill out of there. No help in sight. But the thing about the objective play to me that really stands out, Croco is going to be a guarantee to get these objectives gone the moment they come up. But JDG, they sat there, wasted time, looked, watched it. Gala, he's going to get dominated as well. 1xN stepping up big time. I told you, when 1xN steps up, it is a big difference maker. Hongq sent straight to the graveyard. 0-2,
look around, Belly. This is LNG's game right now. They just completely took the lead with that. They just got the feat of strength. They just got the 2 kills. Gosh, they're starting the dragon up too. This is a huge swing in LNG's favor, and 1xN just completely catching Gala off guard in the mid lane there, just taking his head off, frankly.
Yeah, Junji, he's going to get caught off guard. Messy's going to be able to get the hook and go in. Bulldog's offering a lot of help right now when it comes to that fire, but Vampire, Alistar, he's going to jump in there as a disruptor. The Drake fight is going to be stopped momentarily as both teams, they set up. We're looking at a 3v3 right now, but with Sivir and Cassante coming in, they're looking to get this objective and hopefully a big win for the team fight.
Oh, this is everything right now. Who's going to get this Drake? Who's going to win this fight?
Oh, the mishooked. Misses the hook. The Drake is going to go on the side of Croco, and here it comes. Roma ult is going to come out. Croco is going to get sent to the graveyard. He's eliminated, and the fight continues on. Junjia moves in with Malphite. Here it is. Missing goes down as well. That's going to be a support sent to the graveyard. And JDG, they're going to come up big in this team fight, even though LNG are all objective focused. Would you say that's an even trade?
You know, I've been thinking about it for the past 10 seconds, and that's got to be advantage LNG. Croco completely clutching it up. Infernal Drake going to the side of LNG, because that's not just one Drake. That's like 2 Drakes.
Yeah,
not only no fear at all, but probably there should be some, because everyone knows what happens when you start the Otacon. You lose all your stats, and you're just sitting ducks. Croco W's out.
Oh, Xiao Zhu, he's going to get caught up. He's going to run away with Cassante right there. But take a look at the left side of the screen. Vampire, he's going to run in with the Alistar as a disruptor. Gala, low health. He's going to get shaved. Sheer goes down. Rumble's weak. He's not able to get away, but Ari's going to go down as well. Sivir's picking up the 3rd kill of the game. And there we have it. Croco and his team, they're hunting down Vampire. The support's going to be out the way as well. Xiao Zhu and Hongq, they're going to go right back to their turret for safety as the Otacon fight picks up yet once again. LNG putting in work, but look at this. JDG, they know where Missing is. They're going to utilize that fight advantage to push him out the way. Missing is missing no health right now. He's just going to be there just to be that front tank bully, making
It's
sure
gone. It's
Zhao
gone.
Zhu and Hong Q, they're not going to have any play when it comes to Otacon going down.
And that really looked like JDG had something there, assassinated by 1X, you know? We got to have 1XN really shut down here. He's got 0 deaths. Even though Gala has the gold lead, 1XN is the real carry here. He has the flash, though.
Yeah, the T-Fight's going through right now. Take a look at this. Nautilus, he's going to get away with a little bit of his life, but Malphite's going to go down. It's going to be a big factor right there. Gala, Vampire running, nowhere to go. 1X in, getting it done. And as you were saying, Sivir has the kill lead, but 1X in is still in the game. Unkilled so far in this matchup. Currently 2-0 with 4 assists to his name.
And out of nowhere, the 5-for-0 ace for LNG. I did not see that coming. I thought, you know, they were in a good spot, but that is way better than I could have possibly drawn it up, and I gotta see that again. They just took that fight over and pretty much erased all their HP bars in like 10 seconds. That was incredible.
yeah.
That was Yunara champion. Combo on those 3 champions there. It kind of reminded me of T1 versus BLG in the World Finals. If anyone remembers that, that was a beautiful 3 characters just getting taken out.
Yeah, team fight after team fight as well. Malphite, he's going to run in. He's going to be able to get a stun right there. Kroko's going to go up and target Hong Q. Hong Q's health is starting to go down, but Malphite's going to be down as well. JDG fighting back. You're going to have the Alistar going down, trying to make something happen as Gala barely runs away with his life. Zhao Zhu, the burn isn't going to be enough to put him down, but all right, Cassante, he's going to live to fight yet another day. But LNG, they're just steam rolling at the moment. The Baron fight is being picked up as well. LNG, the kings of the objectives in this matchup against JDG. They're going to have no battle, no fight to stop him right now as the health is just fading away. And this big boost right here is going to be such a big difference maker when it comes to these pushes. Really good at getting the engage and the dives, but has the Malphite really lived up to what we saw in the last series at all?
Down this push, you got to make sure that if you can slow them down here, there's no way they're getting your inhibitor, and that might give you a chance to contest this Drake, which is where either this game will end there or might end here.
Oh, the split push is going to be beautiful. The mid lane right there. Kroko's going to come in for a clean kill on Talia. Mid lane and the 3 players up top. They're going to have to just divide themselves right now. They're abandoning top tower. They're going to want to defend mid right now. Bulldog's coming out. Missing's going to be able to get a hook in. Zhao Zhu still the big tank in the front line. Let's see if he can defend. If they're able to get a big kill while this Baron buff is still active, that's going to be major. But right now, still, the split push is coming. They're going to want to get the top tower out the way. 1X and Bulldog, they're going to be the ones that get rid of it and continue on with this push.
So
JDG, Rumble, 700 gold, 300 for Ari, and 479 for Yunara as well. But as both teams are starting to gather up once again for what it looks like a team fight, Shear's poke is starting to just ramp up when it comes to damage right now. 5-0 when it comes to Shear, and he's been such a solid top lane player. The matchup was all about asking what's going on between the 2 top laners. Bulldog, he's going to go ahead and put on some damage into Zhao Zhu, getting that big tank out the way, and the damage is going to be beautiful. Look at that 75% health as the Drake is up right now. Kroko's going to be in the front lines to pull up on Gala. Gala's going to be taking out the game. Junjia, he's looking like he might be next. Bulldog dives into the back lane. The Ori is beautiful, and Shear once again gets another kill, and all 4 players are down. Vampire, the last one, running away from Bulldog, but baby, he ain't got the speed, he ain't got the fight, and he ain't got the life no more. As Bulldog make sure that Vampire is eliminated as LNG moves on to get yet another mid tower, and that's what you love to see from this team.
And Kroko last hits the Infernal Soul just for aura points because they got the whole map to themselves. 5-for-0 yet again from LNG, and I was high on Bulldog. I wasn't this high. Let's go.
Let's go. LNG can... Mordekaiser is just so nasty. The moment he hits level 5 or level 6 up top, if he's able to manage his waves well, he is going to be such a threat, especially against Sion. Out of the way, great start by JDG, looking night and day better than they were already from the last game.
Yeah, we've heard huge liability in this early game. Gosh, thankfully Croc was able to get one of the grubs there.
Able to see him in.
Did you
Stall
just
him.
see that? Do you see what
Yeah.
I just see, Velly? He just ulted. Vampire just misclicked
What was
R,
that?
man.
What was
Dude,
it?
he's reported. He just pressed R in the bush by accident.
My man's just throwing
That might
Juju.
cost him here. That might cost him a lot.
Yeah, Sintra is going to go ahead and jump in the fight as Croco. He's going to try to engage a little bit with Jarvan. Here comes Vi. Oh, but Vi is going to get sent to the
JTG.
graveyard. There it is. 1xN's able to get the kill that you've been looking at. That was beautiful. LNG capitalizing where they can to get back into the game. And take a look at that. Mordekaiser stepping into this big fight. It's going to be a 1v2. Is he going to have an ult at hand? No, he doesn't. So stuck there and too slow to run away. Bulldog and Sheer. Oh, the flash. The flash. Mordekaiser gets bullied. He's going to get his stick by Sion and Sheer. He's going to be the equalizer, getting a
But
kill.
at the end of the day, you kind of are just a...
He's decent
Arbor,
with her.
you know what I
though.
mean?
I like her. You know, Junja is decent with her. You know, he did really good the last series when it came to her.
That is true.
This
That's
was
very
the
true.
champ where he was. I was going to say,
Junja
am I
keeping
tripping?
it there. Let's see. Looks like JDG going to have this one in a smite fight. This is big. Is this Croco again?
Yeah, Croco is looking at a perfect time to go in. He's going to go
It
ahead and
is.
dive on in, but yeah, it's going to get taken by Croco. He's going to go ahead and get the objective, and Junja is going to go down. LNG picking up yet another kill against the kill list. JDG, Croco, he's trying to run away, but as he gets pulled over back to his teammates, Zhao Zhu, he's trying to make something happen with Mordekaiser. The big tank is going to be in the mix. He could walk away with 2 kills missing. He is going to barely get away from
Not
the
the
grab as
thumbs up, man.
Mordekaiser goes down. Sheer running on Kiwal. Vampire doing the best that he can with Relin. Bulldog joins his teammate Sheer as Vampire gets sent to the graveyard.
Look at missing at the last sliver of health. Gosh, that is some S tier rage bait. Xiaoshu just can't get there, man.
Dog, all he needed was just a teammate to spit on him, and he would have had a 2K. But what happened? Sheer, he gets in between him as a big tanky scion that he is, but also Bulldog pushes him back in. 1xN getting yet another kill. 3-0, and LNG, they're starting to just run away with it. That is,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I see it, and LNG just completely taking the snowball and turning it into an avalanche right now. They're in great shape. 1K lead with both carries right now. I look like 1xN was just getting cooked in the early game, but he's completely
Yeah, they got a bounty on 4 of their heads right now on the side of LNG, but all right, Sheer doing a great job as a tank. But
Croco?
Whoa, backing up. The bullet time's going to come in. Jarvan's going to go down, and there it is. Gala's going to be able to get the first kill. 4 JDG is missing, runs down in the first mid-turn currently in this game. As the Otacon is going to go ahead and get initiated. Croco's going to be joined in by all of his teammates. His Vampire, he's going to stay there. I'm wondering if a dive is going to come in and if Junja is going to try to get the steal. Let's see if they're going to go ahead and try to pick up on this fight. Bulldogs looking at a 1v2 down bot. Gala, Vampire is going to keep him at bay. And now to Otacon. The health is just dwindling down under 3,500. But the dive is going to go in right now. Sheer's going to be in the front line to Zhao Zhu. He's going to try to make something happen with Mordekaiser. The damage output is there, but the Q is going to miss. Now Vi is going to go down, and Junja is not going to be able to have the smite. And Otacon's health is slowly going to start coming back as Sheer gets caught up with Bulldog, and on Q goes down. And Rel gets sent to the graveyard as well. And there you have it. Take a look at this fight and jumping right in. Croco! He's going to get out the way and dodge that entirely. Great plays all around as the jungle from LEG steps up in such a big way.
cataclysm. God, that was something to behold right there.
Croco looking like Neo in the Matrix the way he dodged that bullet time. Croco. That's how you end a team fight, baby. And you know what? It's like a buffet, baby. They're back for more. JDG, they're surrounding LNG. The Otacon is under 4K health right now, but here goes a dive. Vi, she's going to go for the smite. Leona, that's going to go ahead and get the elimination on Otacon. All of that benefit is going to go on the side of LNG, but take a look at Sheer fighting his way into 1v3. The damage output is going to be there, and the teammates are going to they're going to say, okay, this fight is going to be winnable. Now, Mordekaiser goes down. Vampire, he is going to get the hell out of Dodge, and now Junja is going to be stuck all alone. And look at that LNG objective after objective. Yo, 15-4. Give me some more. Mordekaiser 0-4. The CS is competitive, but me personally, I think.
But just seeing that 500 gold lead for Gala, I know that they're down 8K. Don't get me wrong, but if there's any chance, ulti gonna have to be set up though by Vampire and Honkyu, if not Junjia. So keep your eyes on the engage from JDG, and if Gala can dish out the damage to make up the difference.
No, you're definitely right. Now it's going to be another team fight that's going to be happening mid, and take a look at that. Xiaozhu, wrong place at the wrong time. He's going to be eliminated easily.
You know it's Chop. When you're Mordekaiser ulting the enemy support and you're still dying, I'm pretty sure.
I told you, Leon is better than Mordekaiser right now. It's crazy.
Beautiful look. Honkyu with the phase rush flash, though they might have actually been able to delay this Baron if JDG can get out of dodge here. They're going to collect. Oh. How far do they chase? Gala no flash. Bulldog answers. Gala.
Oh, no. Gala's going to stop the bullet time early, and here it goes. Him and Vampire are going to be shot down and ran down low by the tanks. Sion is going to go ahead and get the kill on Rail, but missing. He's going to lose a lot of health. Junja comes in and saves the day. Leon's going to be down. That's going to be a big support player that's going to be out of the game. But this is an opportunity to get the bounty from Sheer, Xiaozhu, Gala, and Junja. They're going to go ahead and leap forward, and pound by pound, they're just going to rip away at the flesh of Sheer, and he goes down. Bounty collected, and Croco, he's going to be joined by 1X. They're
surviving from there can even happen, because I'm not too optimistic right now, Veli. I'm going to be honest with you.
All right, take a look at this team fight, man. Just caught out of place, Mordekaiser. What are you doing, Xiaozhu? Xiaozhu is going to get eliminated, and here it is. The play for the Drake is going to go down as Croco is going to start and initiate that fight. But Junja, he's going to move on down with Vi, and he's going to dive into the pit with Vampire. The 2v1 against Croco can be had. Vampire, you're going to have to get in there and do something. It's Honkyu. He's going to get chased down by Sheer. He's going to utilize that Sion, that tankiness, that Q to try to make something happen. The bullet time wasn't enough. Gala's going to be the last one alive right there. And there you have it. Honkyu is dead. Gala is going to go down, and look at that. Sheer is running crazy on this team, and LNG, they're going to get the eliminations. They're going to get the towers. They have the lead, and they're going to continue to run on through into JDG's base.
Yeah, I mean, you saw exactly what we highlighted in the draft. The Sion just ran straight towards the MF amidst the bullet time.
Dog.
Not a care in the world for sheer Sion. LNG wants to end it right here, right now.
Yeah, this is looking like an end game. You got 20 seconds for Junja. Vampire's going to go ahead and get dived on. And look, what is Leona going to do exactly? This is going to be it. The game slows down. The game is trying to end it before we do. And the second to last tower goes down, exposing the rift. And Gala trying to make something happen. He's going to go ahead and help out and get the kill on Leona as the game is ended. And LNG run away. Misfortune enters the fray. When it comes to this bot battle, I mean, how do you feel about going in against Awesome?
Side of WE.
Yeah, Monkey is about that life, just going through jungle, clearing it out right now. Looking for wars. He's going to walk right past that. And all right, the stun is going to be there on Karen. Karen's going to get eliminated. Pantheon under the hands of Monkey is going to get the first blood of the day. And Hoya, a little bit of aggression up top against Q. That's what we like.
The whole time with his Doran's ring. And Galio wasn't even able to get any CS at all. You know, you saw he was getting frozen on. Karis out of position, has flash though. Oh my!
Oh my goodness! And Bessa, Guwan a bus, baby. Karis is gonna get caught off guard, and Guwan is gonna go.
Karis gets punished for his position.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Misfortune's been in a 1v1 up top against Roman for such a long time, but Guwan's gonna go ahead and get an engagement with Monkey. Guwan's gonna be joined by his boys, Karen's duo is Monkey. He's gonna go down, and Roman's gonna go ahead and hightail it out of there. But putting in a little bit of battle against Zhuo, he's realizing he's really all alone, and still that is a big make her strong, tanky. She's a bruiser to me. She just does everything that you need. I love her kit, man.
So, with all that being said, we do see the grubs getting picked up by Team WE here, and I'm starting to envision the future here. So, Guwan's going to finish this full clear just now, because as you see, Monkey had to sacrifice his time, his tempo to clear those grubs. He still has his camps up, the blue, the Gromp, the wolves, and look at that. Guwon is already recalling. He's gonna hightail it down to the dragon as far as I
Fight's
can.
gonna be initiated, and Guwon is gonna lead the way.
Yup, I'd be very surprised to see WE contest, but then again, it is Monkey, so I wouldn't put it past him. They should just be seeing some clears here for Monkey, giving up that Drake. There should not be anyone really dying here. Should just be a give.
Yeah,
and Guwon does secure that Drake. And NIP, yeah, so, I mean, it's an interesting first 10 minutes here because Pantheon was able to secure those grubs. And it is a one-for-one trade. It's about getting engaged on.
Yeah, and then the Pantheon's going to come flying in. Joel's going to be caught out as the odd man out. And take a look at the damage as he runs back to his teammates. But Italia comes surfing on in. About's going to be slowed down as well, but the flash is going to be used. Care is going to get out the way, and all players will be able to walk away with their lives intact. That was hot and heavy for a second in both teams.
Some kills next time because we saw About was forced to burn the flash and the barrier. As well as the ultimates there for the bot lane. We see that the Renata has the spellbook, so he's going to have some extra tools to sort of help About stay alive. But yeah, we do see the supports having
What's
a
the
bit
support
of a
fight?
cheeky warding battle, man.
I think that's going to be the highlight of the game, the supports just poking each other mid lane. But take a look at this Talia. Yao is going to get caught off guard, and then comes Joel. Joel offering great support and care. He's going to utilize that flash to get in close, but Yao is going to get away with his life, nearly avoiding 1v3. But Guyon is going to be as lucky. Karis is going to utilize that Syndra to get that kill as Hoya flashes away. That's going to be another flash burned in the fight. And there you have it. Team Wii getting one more of their own, evening the kills. Protection as Guyon is going to work on this Drake with the help of Care right here. This is going to be a good stats boost to help out the likes of NIP as they look to take game one.
We still have yet to see who's going to claim that so important feat of warfare with the score being 2-2 here. I wouldn't be surprised if that changes real quick.
And Bessa dives on in. Talia cleans up the kill, but Rumble's going to be taken out of the game. Cube just gets caught with his pants down. And what Mbessa is able to do with the dashes in. I mean, do you really need to boost when you have 3 dashes? Is they dash on in the Cube here in the top lane is Hoya and Guwon. They get another elimination on Cube. Cube is being caught out of place so often. It is becoming a problem as Rift gets popped mid.
Yeah, what a beautiful play there. Rumble tries to flash it out, but Guwon, as you said, doesn't necessarily need the boots.
He's going to just slowly walk on up. Pantheon's not going to be enough to kill him right there. But then the tower dive is going to be here. Cube sees Guwon. Guwon dives in. Zonia's hourglass is going to be used on. And yeah, that's going to be major. Well, that's not Zonia, sorry. But yeah, that was going to be major. He stayed alive for a little bit. Was taken down. Guwon once again with the dives. It's just so useful for his team.
Yeah, and that's kind of where a lot of the problems are coming up for WE because Guwon is not supposed to have such an easy time just killing Cube like that. I mean, it's only so easy now because he got away with it the first few times. And now Cube with 3 deaths there breaks his arm guard, uses his stasis. He is extremely weak and extremely behind now because the Galio already outscales him anyway. Otacon looks like it's going to be picked up by NIP. This could be critical mass here for the Ninjas in Pajamas. This could be a big lead for them here.
Yeah, the dive comes in, and Monkey's going to go straight to work right there. And there you have it. WE, they're pushing in. Guyon is going to go down, and that was a big one for Team Wii. But the fight isn't going to end here at all. About utilizing that Sunara, he's going to go against the tanky Rel. Is Rel going to hightail it out of there? Is she going to live? No. She's going to go down. About doing such a good job, and Care barely gets away. That would have been beautiful. By the way, 4 a.m. casting, yeah, Seekers.
More kills on the board there, but thankfully for NIP, they were able to escape with the Otacon at the price of the Hextech Drake. And yeah, you know what? It was beautiful alley-oop there from Karis and Cube.
Yeah, Care. Yao is going to go straight to the graveyard. He's down and he's dead, and I'm not sure what that attempt was, to be honest. I didn't see that as a winnable situation.
Yeah, exactly. That's not how they drew it up, I suppose. You know what I mean?
I'm confused. And that's when he majored. Cube was going to burn a flash, but take a look at what's happening with Monkey on the top side of your screen. Zhuo, he's going to be caught out on hand, but Team Wii, they're going to take a ton of damage, and they're going to back up, but Hoya, he's going to be a big victim. As one of the big tanks is going to be hard to take down. Monkey doing his best, but it's not going to be enough. Awesome's going to be able to get that kill, but take a look at what Camera's doing as well with the splitting of the map. Great play from NIP, getting the kill, knocking out Monkey, and getting the Drake objective. That was so clean. They lost no lives. I love that execution.
I'm up there, getting the exhaust downlit onto him, flashing it out, and that's one tanky Galio, man. Talia even sealing the deal with that Drake, making sure they can't contest. And not again, Yao, not again.
Yeah, also is being a standout ADC right now as he's over here securing kills. And take a look at this. Monkey's going to try to run away, and Monkey is going to get eliminated. Guwon tearing things up. Top is Baron. It's going to go ahead and get initiated.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty much a check if they can get this Baron. This is going to be a huge swing in NIP's favor if they finish this play, but that's not such a guarantee. Got Karis looking. Rumble is down the equalizer. That's a dead Baron, though.
Oh, and Best is going to go ahead and get the Baron. Yeah, that's going to be big for NIP, but the fight is going to go down. Guwon is going to be the first to fall as Karis is going to go ahead and get that kill, but the blast cone is going to be there, and they're going to save all they can from that Baron.
He's going to be testing you at any given time. Just because it's not supposed to work, he might surprise you with it.
Yeah, but take a look at this ult right here. Monkey's trying to make the most of it. Hoya's going to knock him back and back up into Guwon. Guwon's going to be ready to get some more kills. Zhuo is going to come in with the support's going to be there, but the ult's going to be in by Guwon. The split fight is going to be here thanks to Talia, and take a look at that. Kars is going to knock down Mbessa. Then Pantheon goes down. Take a look at this. 2 kills apiece for both teams. It's Team Wii. They're going to go running away. It's 3v2 for NIP. In the mid is going to be the advantage that they need to push in, and they're going to eliminate this first middle tower. NIP, such a big fight. Players were everywhere. Talia making things difficult with the spacing. That's what that champ does best. One of the champs is going to have to be a lot of focus effort from everybody on the side of Team Wii.
Yeah, but you see the Baron buff falling off, and this MF does have both sums. Really strong MF right now. 4-0-0 for Awesome for NIP. Looks like they're going to go ahead and call the bluff. They're going to go straight down mid lane and say, take that dragon and see where it gets you. NIP with the much more favorable map position right now, but at what cost for WE?
Yeah, they got the tower, the map control. They got 2 towers at the cost of a Drake, but even if they want to push in even more, it would have been great. Awesome in the back of the lines as they're moving towards bot lane. I think they want yet another tower. They're looking hungry, and this is going to be theirs. There might be a team fight on the way coming in from this, and the question is, can these 3 hold it down? Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like they ran out of positioning there. They were able.
They're just playing on their back foot to try to find a way in. As you see, Zhuo ain't even worried. He's like, hit me, baby. Like Britney Spears, hit me, baby, one more time. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you really gonna step into this fight? You're not big enough yet.
And look how quickly they're burning down this Baron. That's the Infinity Edge MF. That thing's just gone, but Pantheon ults in.
Oh, Pantheon gets killed. Guwon slaps the Pantheon. He's dead and he's down. His team NIP, they're going to get yet another Baron buff. And they're going to move on in. Like I said, they're not worried about this fight against Team Wii because they're just way too small. Hoya's going to go to the graveyard, but it's okay. His teammate's going to avenge him. Then you're going to have the big go down when it comes to Hoya as Guwon moves forward with his teammates. 4 players shoving their way down the middle, and this could look like an end game.
Awesome right there, just completely killing everybody. You saw the bullet time, follows it up with the flash, closes the distance, gets in there. That's the 4 item, 7-0, 1K bounty MF, and he's going to put the finishing touches on this base and call it a 1-0 series head start for NIP.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here at Game 3, Game 1, NIP are going to run away. Fun chant, man. Nautilus and Lucian. I will say when it comes to the bot lane battle, I really like what Team Wii is doing here.
Yeah, this is roll as this sounds. It's low key like how you could consider playing this lane out. You just want to get as much as you can without dying. Speaking of dying,
Guwon is gonna go
advantageous at all.
Yeah, like, what was the point you wasted the first 5 minutes for what reason? Now, Hoya's above Cube. He's going to put in a lot more damage. I mean, that shield.
And now look
Cube.
at this.
Oh, Awesome is going to come in and help out Hoya. Cube is going to try to run away, but Cassante just isn't strong enough. The shield was used, so it's going to be on cooldown, and Cube is going to barely get away. And yes, Awesome is going to get the kill. It is confirmed. And here goes Guwon against Monkey. A little bit of poke here and there as Guwon is going to get some help. This is going to look like a 3v3 battle. And here it is. Joel is going to go in a head-to-head with Monkey. But here it is. One player is going to go down. Sion going big with Hoya. And that is yet another lead.
First things first, they're going to have to clear out these grubs. And honestly, if it's a one-for-one objective trade, I actually think you take that as WE because especially with the Nashor's Tooth Azir, we got a hide-on bush play here from NIP.
You take this. They're going to do exactly that. Awesome's going to go down. About's going to get hit very hard. Guwon's going to join the fight with that bounce up. Take a look at this. Yao Yao and his teammate. They're going to fall victim to this nice little trap set up by NIP. 5 kills to none. The goal lead is extravagant. Threes isn't going to be it. You do see, you do see a player all alone up top when it comes to the Sion. Try to utilize that numbers advantage, but this 4v4, oh my God, look at
how
the
fast he died, man.
Damage.
Okay, they have a look here.
It doesn't matter. Lucian's going to go ahead and bring out the guns. Is that going to be enough as NIP? They're going to go ahead and knock out Monkey, sending him to the graveyard as Karis. He's going to get caught up by himself, and there you have it. Karis is gonna go down. Sion picks up the kill on Azir, and the Drake goes to the hands of NIP 10-1. And this is gonna be valuable, but can it really be enough when the damage output is really all on the hands of Monkey and About? It's not gonna be enough. This tower's not gonna be there for long either. The TP is gonna come in as NIP. They're gonna be able to scrap up a kill. Now this goes down quite easily. Once again, Monkey gets sent to the graveyard, and the Monkey ain't gonna be swinging no more. Cube is gonna get caught up with that slow speed, and yes, that Cassante is just barely escaping death. This NIP, they're moving forward effortlessly in this battle. Like I said, you have one tank on this team now. Your support player is out the game. He's going to stay alive. By the way, man, it's a problem when Azir is the only player on your team with a kill.
Yeah, this is a bit problematic to say the least, man. Did you see how much damage that tower was doing to Guwon, man? I'm pretty sure he could have tanked 20 shots, if not more. Gosh dang, how can you play as a bot right now? It's again the same thing. This Malphite champ is just so OP if you get ahead. The way you can kill these tanks right now.
Yeah, Caddy, the producer, shout out to him. Shout out to Mexico, baby. He said, do you guys think Team Wii is going to have a chance right here? I said, dude, did you see the last game?
Sion is just going to be so tanky, man.
Don't do this.
We'll
Look,
see,
they
though.
waited too long. They waited too long for the team fight. So now that 5v3 is going to turn into a 5v5. Cube is going to get slowed down quickly, and Malphite's going to go ahead and bring him in. Now the Shockwave is going to be there, and About's going to be sent to the graveyard. But now Nautilus, he's going to be the next to go, and the kills just keep on racking up. Sion's going to be able to get a body. Monkey running, trying to do everything he can. Flash isn't there. Guwon has the health. He has the help, but Monkey barely gets away. And how Guwon didn't die, I don't know. But man, NIP, they are just terrifying right now.
Now, as beautiful as that looked, and don't get me wrong,
And like, this is bad. This is abuse. Yeah,
this is, man.
This is just bad on all levels now.
Yeah, I mean, is this guy going to get a single kill or assist? I think not, man. You might have been right about this Yao Yao thing. But anyhow, man, if Azir can't possibly do anything, it looks like they're just going to be forced into a bad spot here. So let's see if NIP engages.
NIP turned Yao Yao into a squishy. And already, look at this. It's coming in. Lulu's going to go ahead and use her abilities to shrink a player. And all of a sudden, NIP Hoya is going to run in and get the kill. Awesome is going to go ahead and join the fun as well. And one by one, everyone on Team Wii is going to go down. And that is going to be an ace. And now NIP moves forward. This is looking like, can they end?
They can. They absolutely
can. Yeah, they're
can.
going to end. They're going to end. This is it.
Yeah, you said it yourself, man. They're scoping out that first big win that they've been desperately looking for, and it looks like they're finally going to get it. You're absolutely right. This game was not going to last much longer. 19-1 for NIP, a complete nuke stomp to close out this series and bring the first win on the board for their run in the Demacia Cup.
Down